In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 reasons why I hope Wall Street drops Bitcoin altogether. So I got the idea from this video from Sonny Decree. He did this video as Wall Street backing out of crypto. And in his video, he talked about a couple of articles. He pointed out this article here, Wall Street quietly shelves its Bitcoin dreams. This article here, Wall Street is backing out of crypto. And in his video, the point he was making is if you actually read the articles, the titles tend to be clickbaity if you read the articles because they're really not that negative, and they're not conclusive at all, they're not comprehensive. And then he shows another video I think from Bloomberg that was more recent, where basically it showed that somebody was saying that basically positive news with Wall Street and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. But I'm going to tell you right now 3 reasons why I would be 100% okay if, for now, Wall Street totally backed out of Bitcoin. In fact, I don't care if Wall Street ever finds out about cryptocurrency or Bitcoin or any of the cryptos at all. I'm totally okay if they... I think ultimately they're going to come to the crypto space because they can't avoid it, and there's opportunities with crypto for financial gain. So anytime there's opportunities for financial gain, Wall Street and its greedy financial industry is going to always... And when I say greedy, let's keep this in mind. There's nothing wrong with wanting to get wealthy at all. Nothing at all. What makes it greedy is when you're willing to manipulate and, basically do things that are immoral, unethical, possibly illegal at the expense of someone else to be able to get wealthy, at someone else's expense. That's what I'm saying when I say greedy. And you can just look at the big bankers and the market manipulation that's occurred. And that's part of why I'm okay if totally right now, cryptocurrency, Wall Street just dropped cryptocurrency altogether. So here's my 3 main reasons. And when I finish up these 3 reasons, I'm going to share with you what I think is the smart move, at least for people like me who believe in cryptocurrency long term. First of all, when you have Wall Street getting involved with cryptocurrency, it creates centralization. The irony is the technology of Bitcoin is about creating a currency, blockchain technology, with the use case of creating a currency, a digital currency. But it's a digital currency that is decentralized, public, on a trustless blockchain where you don't have to trust a central authority and it can't be easily manipulated. But what Wall Street does is they create large pools of money, arguably like some of the current exchanges do and some of the current mining pools do. Except Wall Street is going to bring it to, if BACT occurs, if you start trading, basically ETFs of Bitcoin and they start getting bought up and traded by the major financial institutions, you're going to see a level of centralization and the ability to manipulate the market price at a way that has been unheard of at this point. And I don't think that's going to always be the case, but it is going to be right now at the current market capitalizations that we are with Bitcoin. Ultimately, I believe that this is too soon for Wall Street to get involved. I think it is always going to increase centralization, but as we have more and more mass adoption, then I think the market's going to be less likely to be able to manipulate the price of Bitcoin as a whole or cryptocurrency as a whole. So I think that the number 1 reason I'm okay with Bitcoin and cryptos being dropped by Wall Street is because all Wall Street's going to do is create manipulation and centralization. The second reason that I'm okay with it is I think the market's just not mature enough yet, meaning there's not enough mass adoption. See, as we get more and more mass adoption, like I said, it's not going to be as easily to manipulate, and more people are going to be aware of it. And I'm afraid that if Wall Street gets involved right now and we start having manipulation of cryptocurrency, we're going to continue to see massive volatility. And when we continue to see massive volatility, it's going to scare the average person who would want to be able to use cryptocurrency, for example, as a currency or the technology. It's very difficult for a company to want to be able to interact with some of these tokens when the price has such massive swings up and down, up and down. Yes, we're going to see some of that right now because it's a younger market. But as the market continues to develop, as the market cap grows, as the market matures, then I think we're going to see less and less of the ability for that large volatility. And again, that's one and the same, really, I guess. My first reason was because of the centralization aspect. The second reason is because we're too young. We don't have enough mass adoption. It's too immature. The other reason is because the technology right now is behind. we need the technology to continue to advance. We need Ethereum 2.0 to come out. We need Bitcoin to be able to continue to work with the Lightning Network and all of the scaling dilemmas that they're working with right now. I mean, 2018, it really did see the capacity of cryptocurrency currently. One of the projects I've talked about on this channel is Tron. There are plenty of people who hate Tron, and there's plenty of reasons to not like Tron. But the thing that Tron has right now is its speed of transactions. We saw in 2018, I personally witnessed it. I paid over $150 for one very important transaction to take place on the Ethereum network, and it still took several minutes for that transaction to take place. And it was at a point in time when there was massive congestion on the network. Also, Bitcoin, the fees went through the roof earlier in 2018. I mean, at one point, I think I paid like $40, $30 for a transaction to go through. That was on Bitcoin. And the idea was it was supposed to be cheap to transact money, meaning to transact cryptocurrency, to move digital value back and forth. That was one of the advantages. And it is fast and cheap compared to most of the time, compared to a lot of traditional methods of wiring money and moving back and forth. The problem is, right now, if Wall Street got involved and it started bringing awareness, which people hope, there's a lot of people that are like, well, if Wall Street gets involved, it would bring awareness, that would rush mass adoption. I actually think what Wall Street will do, this is really the fourth reason, is I think Wall Street will delay mass adoption by trying to show that the cryptocurrency markets is not ready, they're not ready to handle volume, and they're not right now. And I think that would make people feel like that there's no ability to be able to use it. It wouldn't have the same use cases that we want cryptocurrency to have, simply because none of the currencies, even Tron, could not handle mass adoption at this point. None of them could. And so I think it's entirely too soon for Wall Street to get involved, and I am totally okay. I've never been a fan of Wall Street getting involved anyway, because the main reason is because it just creates more and more centralization, and we want cryptocurrency to be as decentralized as possible. If there's worldwide usage of Bitcoin as a currency, then I could care less if there's a Wall Street ETF at that point. The market's not going to be able to manipulate the worldwide population, but so much anyway. However, at this point in time, I actually think Wall Street not only could manipulate it, but could give it such a bad light. I think it could almost destroy its use case. Not destroy its use case in reality, but the perception. It would prove that the currency is too young right now to be used. It would prove that the technology is too young to be used right now. And I think that would prevent people from wanting to learn about it, wanting to use it, and even prevent new developers from coming into the space. So I think we need to give cryptocurrency some time. And I hope that, personally, back then things don't actually happen. I am not a fan. I mean, in the short term, if it happens, I'm not going to cry about it. It's going to probably do good things in the short term to our valuations. But I think at the same time, you can make an argument that part of the reason the market crashed is because the more it was getting more financial attention and people were able to short the market. So I think that a counter argument could also be made. I just don't think Wall Street right now is positive for the crypto space as a whole. What I want 2019, what my goal is, and what I think anyone's goal should be in 2019 is this is the year of accumulation. You want to accumulate as much cryptocurrency as you can. And I'm going to tell you three things. First of all, don't spread yourself too thin chasing every pie in the sky and every hope in every project. Look at large projects that are making active development with active use cases that are getting things done. I would recommend staying in the top 5, top 10, top 20 cryptocurrencies for the most part. And don't feel like you've got to invest in every project. Make certain that you've got something in Bitcoin because Bitcoin is here to stay for the foreseeable future. But don't spread yourself too thin. Don't put $10 in every cryptocurrency you see. I mean, build up some positions. Dollar cost average in. Listen, let me show you something. If you think that the ultimate goal of the market is just going to go higher, like if you think long term it's just going to go much higher, then you don't care. You don't care. Sorry, this is a bad arrow. You don't care that you got in here if currently the market's here. This is a short-term mentality. You're in this thing for the long term. The reason this matters is if you borrowed against your mortgage right here, then this is stressful. You're selling out right here. Then you're taking a loss. You don't want to do that. just slowly accumulate. Buy a little bit here, buy a little bit here, buy a little bit here, a little bit here, buy a little bit here. Just keep buying. Because why? If you believe in the market, and you buy in small enough increments that it doesn't hurt you. I don't care if that's $5. It's only $5 today, but who knows? That $5 might be $50. It might be $500 in the next several years. Literally, I'm one of those crazy people that think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a piece. I literally believe that one day. So I don't care. That's why I'm using things like the CryptoTab browser. I don't care that I'm earning Satoshi on my computer. I don't care like that, currently, a Satoshi is worth nothing right now. Because I believe long term, just if it takes me all month to make $10 in cryptocurrency, that's just another, it's all about accumulation. It's all about accumulation. It's all about accumulation. So I don't care if you're spending $500 a week or $5 a week. It doesn't matter. You want to spend enough money that you can buy a little bit, but not worry about what the price is at, and just keep accumulating. And maybe you got $30 a week and you put $10 in 3 different projects, but you keep adding every week to those 3 projects, and you don't go anywhere else unless for whatever reason you no longer have faith in one of those projects. Just ignore all the other news out there, because everything is a shiny object. If you believe in Bitcoin, hold on to it. If you believe in Ripple, hold on to it. If you believe in Tron, hold on to it. If you believe in Ethereum, hold on to it. It doesn't matter what project you believe in. Just focus on that project, follow the news, follow the Discord, follow the community, and just continue to invest. Continue to dollar cost average in. Let 2019 be all about accumulation. And if it takes 5 years for this market to take off, you'll be okay. You're not worried about it. And if it doesn't ever take off, so what? It was only $30 a week. Hopefully you're making, that's not going to be, that's not going to break you. And if it is, you just shouldn't be in the cryptocurrency space at all. Just hang out and watch, because it's not worth the risk. This is a young market. Who knows where the future goes? But I can tell you right now, I personally don't want Wall Street in this market right now. Tell me what your thoughts are. Leave a comment down below. Do you think it's good for Wall Street to be in the market right now? Do you think that's ultimately good for decentralization and mass adoption? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being a part of this crypto revolution. Have a great day.